I have started the day off by coming back to the arena once again. It was the third time now since the last video, but I had a good reason to be here. As Bernard Magni mentioned, there are some chests that I have missed, and since I know about them, I just cannot let them peacefully exist in here. In the meantime, I was also searching for any other goodies hidden on that floor, but there was nothing else except what we found last time and what we are about to see now. Literally, just like Bernard mentioned, just before jumping off, there's a hidden compartment that hides 5 chests, so I had a look inside of them, and to be honest, it is worth to open them if you just finished the dungeon, but I don't know if it's worth to rerun a dungeon just to come back here if you missed them, but hey, it is still good to know about them. Thank you so much, Bernard. And now for the titular location, the Sinkhole, which I thought about in the last episode while I was fighting with the Undead Dragon. On the side note, I have also managed to figure out what was wrong with the stuttering video. Well, for anyone having similar problems using OBS, make sure you choose game capture instead of display capture. You know, I just forgot switching it back between different games, as not all can be smoothly recorded through game capture, if at all, just like Stalker. Anyways, back to the Sinkhole. As you will see, there is another one of these rotten lizards residing in here, and we will be paying it a visit since we know it doesn't pose any significant threat to us. But for now, we've got an obelisk in here that we should attune our bracelet to while we are here. Also, right next to it, you can find a journal, and if you read it, it will teach you a squirm emote and tell you some details about Harlot's journey. Now, how do we get down there? Well, you can follow my lead and just jump in, and it was somewhat of a method back in the day. I'm talking early Conan days when me and 5 to 6 of my friends haven't had a clue how to get there, but we were eager to meet the decomposing dragon. You can just literally climb down on a pillar to the balcony or a first floor if you would like to call it that way. And the pillar I have mentioned would look exactly like this here, but do it on your own risk. There is another, official and straightforward way to get in, but it does have its downsides and you will see them quite quickly. That official way can be found right here, and guess what? It is officially called the arena, no joke. So let's go and have a look at how we can get inside. On the way there, I have found a little encampment that was inhabited by nothing else but skeletons, and one of them wore a Darfari Watcher mask. However, except this place being a nice point of interest, there was nothing special in here, so I just moved on. Not long after, I have reached this area, however, it did not solve my problem in full. I can see the destination of my journey, however, I still have to climb down that mountain. I should have just went around and it would be much easier, but I guess it wouldn't be quicker than the currently employed method, so let's climb down and carry on with the adventure. Once we reached the ground level, we have officially put the arena on our map. I had a quick look into the lower compartment of this building, thinking there may be something else upstairs, but as I found nothing, it seemed that the only way forward was through the tunnel on the ground level, so I came back to it and advanced inside. What you can see straight away is the giant snake boss, and that is not the only one of our problems. We are also accumulating quite a bit of corruption, so if we will overstay our welcome, we may have a very big problem on our hands in a form of significant health and stamina reduction. But enough of what if. Once the snake was defeated, I needed to collect the skeleton key, and that is also one of the things I have learned recently, that most chests are now hidden further away than right next to the boss you have defeated, so keep your eyes peeled. This unfortunately wouldn't be our only snake to deal with, as there will be quite a few lesser ones waiting to be slain. As for the skeleton key and the chest, it was in a close vicinity, so no major search was involved in obtaining yet another legendary item, which in this case was a set of the Grim Daggers. Moving onto the stairs and the higher level, we were greeted by multiple skeletons, and this will be the majority of foes that would meet their demise after clashing with us today. When skeletons were dealt with, I have went through this tunnel just out of pure curiosity, and it led me to a tablet that describes what is going on in here and what was the purpose of this building.
The arena serves the city as a place of blood sport and competition bonded one. Our kind are far too few to be wasted on arena battles. But your kind are as numerous as rats, and the exceptionally strong are tested here. On battle days, the great gates to the city are thrown open, and the people go forth in a great throng along the verdant valley to the gates of the arena. It is a festival of all the sacrifice to the glory of the old servant. You are assigned to work, not to watch. There are 3 levels. Heads, the arena floor, and the captain. Find your assigned position, slave. There's always work to be done.
So, long story short, it is definitely an arena where multiple lives were lost. Kind of Roman Empire vibes in here. Oh, hello, beautiful.
Behold the sands of the arena, bonded one. Here, the games of mortality are played beneath the sun and the moon. Your people are puzzling to us, slave. Once, we set a group of them to fight one another. And they sat in the sand and refused to fight, even though they knew that our retribution would be swift and merciless. Another time, one of them fought and killed a dragon single-handedly. You are spared the fighting, slave. Your job will be cleaning up what is left after the battle.
So, which one of the roles are we supposed to undertake? Technically, as a slave, we should be cleaning, but we are clearly here to fight. What if fighting in here and unaliving most of these creatures could be considered cleaning? Are we cheating doing 2 things at once? I guess there is no one to penalize us for that, so... When we were done with skeletons, we have came close to the soulless dragon in an attempt to clean out the biggest object in this room. Obviously the fight wouldn't be any sort of challenge for us, but we already knew it. This time we haven't got any skeleton keys, but hardened steel bow, tons of demon blood, some dragon bones and a radium gem. Oh, and the star of the champion as a gem, I guess. Alright, close to the exit of this arena, you can find a tablet that will teach you tons of Dragonbone based stuff, so you definitely have to grab it before leaving from this place. Once again, we will be going into the corruption cloud, so I really hope it is worth all the hassle. However, before we are able to scale the stairs, we can find 2 chests, one on the left here, and other one on the right side. They don't have any special stuff inside, but you may always find something interesting in here. And it seems that only in the stairwell you'll be accumulating corruption, so if you want to avoid having lots of it, get out of the stairwell or entrance to the arena as soon as humanly possible. This being the gallery is quite of a boring location. Seems that pens and the arena floor were more interesting. Here we can find only skeletons, serpentman skeletons, numerous chests, and this unfortunate guy that has deleted one of the skeletons before whatever deleted him. Anyways, time to get out of here. You can try and climb one of the pillars, maybe not this exact one, but I wouldn't recommend doing it with such high level of corruption, as you may run out of stamina in the least expected moment. So your only option left would be to navigate your way back to the entrance, where unfortunately you would gain more corruption in the process. Thankfully having a horse helped decreasing this amount. Right, now that we are nearing the end of our journey today, I can let you know what will happen in our next one. We will visit a few areas that I have missed before, and one of them surprised me quite a lot. I can't really say what it is, but if you are following our story since the beginning, I can assure you that we were going past that place, and it was quite early into our adventures within exiled lands. And well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for your presence, you know what to do if you liked or disliked this video, and I shall see you in the next one.